welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Louisville Cardinals. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the TCU head coach. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Cardinals ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give to the lone running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams play.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Inside the 45. They'll guide him out of bounds, but not before he did some serious damage on the ground.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! A great catch and run for 6. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chomped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jennings. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. He has 60 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
To the ground, he's got it again. Runs through the tackle. Finding some room. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Craig. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The run inside. It's Payne.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback will keep it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Got his man on the outside. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Rush is on him. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Handoff, Isaac Brown. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Now on the option. Keeps it himself. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Scooped it! Scored it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Cardinals!
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Payne. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Craig. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Foley. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally in the 2nd quarter, They get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. The offense changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to Brown. Could be an outie. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
They want to run this quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Working that left side now. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They make the stop, and he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
He's got him in the flat. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 5 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Hurricanes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. A give to Brown. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Handoff for Brown. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Connection to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Brown running left. Got a little grass. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinals. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Setting up the screen. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man to the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I'll tell you what, Jesse, one thing we know is that guy's got an arm, because he just threw that thing probably with everything he had, and he missed. You got to do a good job as a quarterback of understanding who I'm leading, who I'm throwing the football to, how much speed they have, and right there you could tell that was a big miss.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback keeps it. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Creates a little room. Maybe a crease. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Gives it on the option. Fights off a defender. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready, go.
He'll set up to throw. Complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the air. It's Craig. Got his man on the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. It's on target and complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, TCU! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. 1 possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A give to Brown. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Brown again. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Cardinals will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? The roughing call gives this offense a 1st down, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.